So I'm afraid I get into it with the van and then it gets bad.
I didn't realize how bad it was to get to Bentonite Hills, but I was willing to push for the view. And there's a store inside this little mountain called Hollow Mountain. If you're planning a visit to the Utah National Parks, come with me. Let's make a quick stop at Capitol Reef National Park. I'm sharing with you the spots you cannot miss, the most famous food item stop, and the incredible 0.2-mile hike that you must do. And do you think we're gonna be able to see the Bentonite Hills? Come with us to find out. My name is Selena and welcome to my Utah Mighty 5 National Park season. After checking off the list last episode at Goblin Valley State Park, the darkest sky in this planet, today, Insane is also part of our list, checking the Bentonite Hills. And then we're gonna move to our next and third national park stop, Capitol Reef. I think this season and trip I finally figured out the perfect way to do this quick bouncing in between locations. Before I would travel according to day. At night, travel to the next location, sleep, wake up early, enjoy sunrise all the way to the end of the day again. But I was driving at night and getting to this campsites at dark. Not a good idea. This trip, we flipped our schedule. Travel in the afternoon, especially that it was the peak of the heat of the day during summer. Get to the new location before sunset, verify the campsite, enjoy a beautiful sunset hike in the new location. Next morning, catch a sunrise, and check off our list during the day before moving to the next park. We are in that part of the trip that every opportunity to put gas is an opportunity to put gas. So we're stopping here to top it off at the Hollow Mountain. How interesting. Well, we missed our dinosaur adventure in the beginning of the season, but I think this is a pretty unique dino gas station experience. The store is inside one of these little mountains. It's called the Hollow Mountain. Let's go check it out. I definitely expected more from the Hollow Mountain, but let's keep on going because we still need to make it to Bentonite Hills. And just as I was about to leave, I found a water spigot with the hose, so I can fill without issues, because this is not the hose that indie campers gave me broken. I feel I keep saying it this season, but Utah, you keep delivering. Driving through these places is just as part of the journey, literally, as getting and exploring the parks. Every time I was going to the next destination, I was just as mind blown by the locations I was driving as I was when getting into the national parks. It's such a gorgeous place and it got me excited and curious. And on the way to the Bentonite Hills, we end up passing the factory butte that you are about to see. So make sure to mark this on your GPS so you can stop to see this intriguing beauty. It looked like something out of the Harry Potter movies. Let me know in the comments below if you're with me. So we just passed the entrance to the Bentonite Hills, and it's all a tiny lane dirt road. So I'm afraid I get into it with the van and then it gets bad and I don't have space to turn the van around and come back. So I think I'm not gonna go all the way there. But you can see some pretty colorful hills from here where I am. So I'm gonna try to take the drone up and show you guys a little bit about the area I'm at. And sometimes, you know, your plans is just like that. Like you have this dream about reaching this destination
And to be honest, the drive here was just as a great activity. Maybe on a next time with a car that I'm sure I'll get there. But this is about being safe. So whenever you don't feel settled about moving forward with something, then you don't move forward with that. And traveling alone is a lot of those decisions. So let's check it up from up there.
Formed from Jurassic era volcanic ash that transformed over millions of years into bentonite clay. That clay is what gives the hills their striking bands of reds, purples, browns, and greens, and why this area looks so much like Mars that NASA actually trains here at the nearby Mars Desert Research Station, MTRS. But this beauty is fragile. When bentonite gets wet, it turns slick and sticky like glue, and even a single footprint can leave scars that last for years. So people explore this area only from the road or previously disturbed ground to help preserve for future travelers. I definitely did my part by not stepping in there, and I'm really happy we were able to explore by drone. Capitol Reef is a place that somehow still feels like a secret. Most travelers rush to Zion or Bryce, and I don't blame them, but this one rewards the people who slows down. This entire landscape is shaped by a massive geological wrinkle in the Earth's crust called the Water Pocket Fold, a 100-mile-long warp created over 50 million years ago. Imagine the planet bending upward like a giant frozen wave, and everything you see, the canyons, the domes and cliffs, is the result of that ancient shift. The name Capitol Reef comes from two things: the white sandstone domes that look like the US Capitol building, and the steep cliffs that settlers called a reef because they were as hard to cross as an ocean barrier. Even though the park was experiencing major road closures when I was visiting, I was able to stop at the must-see and must-do stops. So stick with me and take notes of what you must do here at a brief passage like mine and still enjoy catching what Capitol Reef reserves for you.
Exhaustion has definitely caught up to me. I had 2 hikes that I had planned to do here at Capitol Reef, but I'm gonna use the good excuse that there is a massive, very dark rain cloud. So sad I'm not gonna be able to do my hikes. But I really wanted to, because one of them you can cross on top of an arch. So man, Utah, you're definitely making me come back. So we're gonna come visit the visitor center, because I know there is a scenic drive that they have, like a pamphlet for you to follow with directions and where to stop. So let's see what they got. And this is a massive park, so let's see what we can get to see here today before we head to Bryce.
The visitor centers in the national parks are always worth a visit. They're so educational, they have so much information, plus the rangers are always there to guide you in the circumstances of the day. Like for us, for example, today is rain in the horizon. I didn't have much time to explore this visitor center, so I just took a quick glance around, but make time on your trip. Now let's go see what we can explore.
We learned that unfortunately the scenic drive is also closed, but she gave me some ideas of what to go and see. And there is a hike that she said it's safe to do with rain, that there's no chance of flash flooding over there, Hickman Bridge. But considering it's a 2-hour hike and I only have 3 hours to explore everything here, we're gonna hit the scenic drive, go check some points, and next stop, Petroglyphs. Let's go check them out. So we just catch a great parking spot at the Petroglyphs. We're gonna start doing these walkways. It looks super cool. I'm gonna take you 360 with me to check them out, but check the sky. Hopefully we'll be able to not get on that rain. Let's see.
You cannot leave this park without experiencing this. It is a small boardwalk area that you can walk and experience seeing these carvings that were created between 300 and 1,000 years ago by the Fremont people who once lived, farmed, and traveled through this very canyon.
My name is Rick Pickavit. My southern Paiute ancestors were roaming and hunting the canyon south of here when white settlers arrived in the 1880s. Long before the Mormon pioneer or any tribal memory, other Native American people came to know the canyons and cliffs of the water pocket flow. We call them the Fremont culture because we don't know what they call themselves. Unlike my own ancestors, the Fremont people did not move with the changing seasons. They took root in these water canyons and became farmers as well as hunter-gatherers. For the most part, the story of the Fremont people can be told only in questions, not answers.
What's incredible is how well these images have survived. Figures with trapezoid-shaped bodies, headdresses, animals, and symbols that still tell stories we're only beginning to understand. Some may represent spiritual beliefs, community events, or even everyday life. Some really look to me like proof that they've seen aliens here before. Let me know what you think in the comments. But standing here, you're literally looking at messages carved into stone centuries of years ago before the US even existed. Isn't that incredible? It's one of those moments where you can feel the history of this place and the presence of the people who came long before us. Because it's time to go and taste the most famous item you can find in the 5 mighty national parks, and it's right here at Capitol Reef. Before I take you with me to the must-stop scenic views and short hikes, let's go. Originally built in 1908 by Calvin Pendleton, this modest farmhouse changed hands over the years, but by 1928, Dewey and Nell Gifford made it home for 4 decades, raising fruit, livestock, and family in this desert oasis. Today, the Gifford House is more than a museum. It's a living piece of history. Inside here, you'll find this beautiful crafted pioneered tools, quilts, and cozy little bakery run by the Capitol Reef Natural History Association. The Gifford House is typically open from March 14th, which guess what? It's Pi Day, through the end of November. The daily hours go from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with a 45-minute closure from 12 to 12:45 for lunch. You can stop here for handmade items, local gems, very unique trinkets, but the most important stop, of course, is the pies.
We got our famous Gifford's House pie. And yo, the smell inside there was absolutely amazing. And the most difficult part of this visit was to choose what flavor of pie to go with. So I ended up going with one of the owner's favorite, which is strawberry rhubarb. Let's try this with this view. Oh my goodness, I'm not a huge fan of pies. I'll eat them, but not like my super go-to thing. This is absolutely delicious, y'all.
Pen and paper in hand, my adventures, because this is the spot you cannot miss in Capitol Reef. Right before you get to it, there's this little overlook right here, and you have this amazing view of the road to get there. So stick with me, because this is not even halfway to this overlook. Y'all know I have a really Disney brain, so right here for me is if Lion King and Cars Land had a baby. This is exactly where we're at. Now here's where things get real. To get to this overlook, you have to go a little bit off-roading, but don't worry, I am driving a camper van, so I'm pretty sure you with your vehicle can make it here safely too. And this spot is the Goosenecks Point, one of the most dramatic views in all of Capitol Reef. From up here, the Fremont River has carved a deep, winding canyon that twists in tight curves, just like the neck of a goose, where its name came from. What is wild is how long this masterpiece has been in the making. The curves have been shaped over millions of years, as water slowly cut through layers of sandstone, mudstone, and shale, revealing a geography story that goes back more than 200 million years. You can literally see the different eras of the Earth stacked like a giant natural layer cake. The hike to get here is short, just 0.2 miles each way, but don't let the distance fool you. The trail is rocky, exposed, and can be incredibly hot in the summer. So take it slow and bring water. But most importantly, enjoy the view. It is 2 in the afternoon, definitely a long day without eating yet. We are in another entrance of the Capitol Reef National Park. We're gonna stop here, cook some brunch, much more lunch right now, and head to the scenic drive, Route 12 to Bryce Canyon. All right, so brunch today is at the Capitol Reef Park sign, and we made a delicious, take a look at this. But first, some of the view. We made an Eggs Benedict inspired kind of sandwich on a rosemary sourdough bread from the Salt Lake City Farmers Market. Then I have some spinach dip to create a little creamy layer underneath. A steak, a ham steak, runny eggs, and then some tomatoes. This looks delicious. And for who hasn't eaten properly yet, besides a piece of pie and some cookies, I'm ready to dig in. And And make sure to subscribe because next Sunday, I'm taking you into this insane adventure and you're gonna ride along with us in the entire scenic Route 12. Meanwhile, catch up with the episode I left for you on the screen and I'll see you next Sunday, adventures!